lifestyle grind and accept that you won't be seen.
To turn up the heat. Y'all ready to turn up the heat in this bitch? I said, are y'all ready to get hot?
Good evening, welcome to a new weekly vlog. I hope everyone is having a great day whenever you're watching this. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I believe in smart tips for a going life leads to less stress and more time for beauty. And on this channel we talk about everything mom life, married life, content creator life, impact creator life, work life, beauty, and I'm currently on a healing journey, working and practicing on choosing me. If you are interested in any of those things, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. It is Saturday. I am just getting out of Fabrica. I had such an amazing time. Me and Kelly had such an amazing time, and everything was just really cute, really amazing, very sexy. You know, adult. Okay, and so I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Fabrica is in Fishtown in Philly, and so I am about to be on my way home. I just wanted to check in really quickly, just in case I fell out on the couch. Just in case, but just wanted to check in really quickly. So someone's backing in next to me. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I wait for them to get out before I go ahead. I already got my GPS set to get ready to go home, and we about to go in and do this. I just need to find my camera thing. Here it is. Okay, we're about to go home, and yeah, if you follow me on TikTok, you may have saw me post about this dress before. So, first of all, okay, I'm extremely uncomfortable in these stockings a little bit because they keep rolling down. You see the cat. They keep rolling down. I don't know why they keep rolling down. But anyway, so they're not supposed to. So I know that they're too small. So I gotta get one more size up. But anyway, so I was wearing this dress. Let me take that off. Wearing this blazer that I have. I wear it quite frequently. It's my favorite blazer. It's actually quite expensive, but it's one of the most staple pieces in my capsule wardrobe. When I first started YouTube, I have a video on here. I don't know if I unlocked it. I made certain videos private. I don't know. Maybe I'll unlock them all so you all can see the journey. But anyway, but I'm not sure. There was a brand that I found that did boxes, and one of the things that I started doing with my YouTube channel to make content and find content was to sign up for like styling boxes. And one of the styling boxes that I signed up for was called LaFleur, and it was supposed to be career wear, and it was, you know, kind of, from at the time for me, it was a little expensive career wear. But one of the things that came in one of the boxes was this blazer. I've had this blazer for 8 years, maybe 9 years maybe, and this is something that I still wear all the time. When you make a capsule wardrobe, the real goal of the capsule wardrobe is to find cute pieces that you can mix and match day and night, or wearing to work, or whatever it is, and it's functional and they don't break, they don't rip, they don't anything. 8 years, I will never get rid of this. Like, I'll probably be an old lady and still probably have this because it's such great quality and great material. I want to buy more things from LaFleur. I just have not made my way back to their website or whatever to do whatever. But this is where this blazer comes from. It is a high quality blazer, and if they still sell it, it's in other colors. It is like, this is 8 years, 9 years of washing it in all, like 10 out of 10 blazer. But anyway, my favorite blazer like ever. But anyway, so I decided to just pair it with this dress. So I got this dress from Shein. So if you follow me on TikTok, I actually posted a video last year when me and Rocky were going to go out to celebrate our anniversary of which dress should I wear. I ended up wearing the green dress from that video, but I also tried this one on in that video as well. And I chose the green one, but I love this dress because I just love wearing blue. I love wearing blue. So I just chose this dress. It took me a while to kind of try to figure out what I wanted to wear. I had something in mind, but I didn't have the right undergarments for it to work. So I at least know it fits, so I'll wear it in the future. I'm not going to put them back on, but I paired this with these shoes from Aldo, these black shoes. They're really pretty. And then I also used this bag. This bag is a Rebecca Minkoff bag that I got from Saks Fifth Avenue like 4 or 5 years ago, because I wasn't going out like how I am now, but I guess wanted to prepare for that day or those days when I finally do. And this is like my old handy dandy like clutch that I wear whenever like I go out. But in trying to style this outfit today, I realized 2 things. One, I'm having brain fog with like styling things all of a sudden. I used to not have this issue, but all of a sudden I'm having a brain fog with styling things. And number 2, you know my colors, like blacks, right? In darker colors like this. I need to add like a lighter color bag or clutch like this, so I don't feel limited, because I have like nude shoes. I have enough shoes. I just need the handbag. And so I have that white fluffy handbag. If you see me wear that earlier in a previous vlog when I went to the fashion show, but that was during the winter time. Like, I need something else. So I am going to probably sometime soon go shopping for like a nice high quality clutch like this that can be like a tan color or a white color or like a cream color, something like that, so I don't feel limited to just some of these colors. I can mix and match a little bit better. And I want to show my hair. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with my hair. Okay, I'm very, very obsessed with my hair. I miss the braids. I haven't had braids in like a year and a half. I just haven't. And like right now I'm in a phase where I don't really want to worry about my hair. I just want to, like, I'm gonna put my bonnet on and I'm gonna be, and then I can just pull my bonnet off and just a little bit and then go. Like, that's where I am right now, mentally, because there's a lot going on and I just want to look put together without feeling like I need to do a whole ton of stuff. And right now, braids is that style for me. Notice it's never a style with my natural hair out. It's just a production, okay? So I just wanted to hop in, show you guys my outfit, and real quick I'll just tell you what I'm looking forward to this week. So tomorrow I am going to, me and Callie, we are going out again. We are going to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. Now I have not watched the first one in a long time, but I definitely saw the first one. But we're going to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2. We're going to a movie tavern, so that way we can get something to eat or whatever while we watch the movie. But she wants to dress up. It's so funny, the manifesting. I said I'm going to get dressed, right? Here we are, we're about to get dressed up just to go to the movies, and I don't care about that. Listen, we're going to do it. But again, so the dress I'm thinking about wearing is brown, but like I don't have like a bag or whatever to kind of like, I don't know. So I'm still thinking about it, what I'm supposed to be wearing tomorrow. But I have a lot of time tomorrow. I don't know if anything else is going on tomorrow. If me and Rocky are going to go and do our errands, I'm not entirely sure about that. But I am definitely going to the movies tomorrow. Wednesday we do have Pilates. And okay, I'm always jumping around, y'all know that. Tuesday and Thursday, my grandmother has some doctor's appointments. So she has a neurological appointment on Tuesday and her regular appointment with her regular doctor on Thursday. I know one appointment is not going to be able to tell me what's going on, but I'm really glad that this appointment is finally here, so we can start the process of trying to get some answers of what's going on and how to proceed with whatever is going on with her. So that's what's going on this week. A very busy week. But every week with us is busy, right? So yeah, so we're going to just go ahead and see how it all plays out this week. All right, so I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I'm probably going to fall asleep in my makeup, okay? But I didn't wear the thick makeup. I wore the skincare makeup for that reason, because I was already like, I'm probably gonna be tired, so I'm just going to fall asleep in that. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh my God, the balloon. Good afternoon. It's Sunday. Y'all see these balloons? Look at that. So she got me these balloons. I'm like so excited. It was so thoughtful to do that. That was very thoughtful. I'm kind of overwhelmed a little bit because I don't know. So I'm asking to be seen and blah blah blah, but I'm a little overwhelmed sometimes when, you know, I'm a little overwhelmed, and in a good way. I have to get used to that feeling. I just have to get used to that feeling, and I'm going to get used to it. I'm going to work really, really hard to get used to it. And I got a really nice picture. You guys will see the picture because it's definitely going to be a thumbnail for this vlog. But yes, of my accomplishments. So right now, I will share with you guys that right now I have And it's so funny, as we left the store, we saw someone and it was like, oh, like, what is this for? And, you know, I said, you know, I spoke for myself. That's a thing for me, right? I'm celebrating 600 subscribers on my YouTube channel. She said, oh, okay, well, let's make it 601. Even though I have 625 right now. I did get a little bit more since then. And she was like, let's make it 601. And I told her what the person that we saw, what my YouTube was. And then she followed me. And boom, now we're at 625. So very, very, very decent. Of course, I had to buy something in the store, but I don't know. I choose to spend money. It's not required. I know that I'm making conscious choices. And so she's like, well, you don't need to buy anything. Callie says, you don't need, but I don't feel obligated to buy anything. I'm just gonna buy it. Okay, if I like it, I'm just gonna buy it. But at the same time, I want to support her and her business. I really value her friendship, and it's not even about like the buying stuff, and it's not even about that. Like, just the time that we're spending together, we're getting to know each other, and the support that she's shown me so much, and the support that I show her so much. Like, I'm serious. Like, we're serious. Like, we're serious about this friendship, and I'm so excited for what can come, what continues to come for this friendship. I'm just really happy and thrilled. And I'm telling you, all of this came from TikTok pushing her video to me when she first opened her store, and just her vibe in the video, like silly, quirky, all of that is me, right? And then God, like, you need to go to that store. Like, that's really what happened. Like, you need to go to that store. And then here we go. So really excited about that. I'm about to go to Acme though, because the boys want hamburger helper, and they've been begging me to make hamburger helper, and so I'm going to go make it. I'm not going to the movies tonight, but we should be going to the movies later on this week. So I'm going to send some of the ticket times to Callie to see which ones work with her. Probably going to be on Friday. So that's what we're planning on doing Friday, to go and see The Devil Wears Prada 2. So I'm really excited about that. And she said her sister may come. I believe that's who we were in the store together today. And she's a really nice person. So that's really exciting. We're going to go and dress up and, you know, have a good time. So yeah, I'm on my way home now. Well, I gotta go to the store and get this ground beef, and then we'll go home. Good evening, it's Monday. Seems like I found a new spot that I like over here, okay, to film. I'm also working on like standing in front of the camera. I think it's important. And I have a spot on, I don't know if you see that spot. Who knows? If you don't see that spot, I'm not gonna talk about it. Okay. I want to share what I got from Dear Lainey yesterday. So I didn't get a whole lot of stuff, okay, because I really didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money. I really shouldn't have spent a whole bunch of money, but I'm going to share with you what I got. So I got some jewelry. I got these earrings. You can see that. So when we went to Fabrica Saturday, I lost my earrings. I have no idea how I lost my earrings, but I just lost my earrings. So I had to get new ones. So I just got some new ones. And they're like gold plated, I guess, in the back. So I got some new ones. She has like this Mother's Day setup at the shop. So she has some socks, and the sock has like a little keychain on it, which is really cute. So I just got these socks. Maybe I'll wear them on Mother's Day. Who knows? We'll see. And then I got another piece of jewelry. I've been wanting to add to like my bracelet things. So I bought this, and I thought this was really, really cute. It's stretchy, it's blingy. I think it's really nice. It would have. I forgot that I had my bag in the car, but it would have went really nice today with my outfit. I have a brown dress on, but really cute. I'm really excited for this piece. I like how it's stretchy and, like I said, the bling. And then I got this 2-piece set. Okay, so it comes with a skirt. So one of the things in my issues with my wardrobe is that I don't have many skirts, okay? But I'm trying to change things up a bit, of course. So we got this skirt, and it's a cream. Is that a pocket? It looked like a pocket, yo, okay. It's a cream skirt, okay? And it comes with this top. It's like a crop top. So, comes with this top. So I'll be looking forward to wearing that on a girl's day out or something like that. I think that'll be really cute. I also got waist beads. So they're upstairs. I'm not going to go and get them, but I did get some waist beads. They were $5. So yeah, just a quick little mini haul for you guys. Today, let me get a chair. I want to chat. Today was a pretty good day. Like a really good day. Just time to sit, reflect, and refresh. And I had a moment today where I was able to really think out loud about who I am, my core values, and what I stand for, and how throughout my career I have demonstrated that and consistently elevated that. I had a moment today where I was able to reflect upon that, and it was really good, because sometimes you don't realize like the work you put in when you're doing things, and you know, working, time is just going and going and going. You don't realize the work that you're actually putting in to like do things. And I challenge you, if you're a professional in leadership, I challenge you to sit down and really think about the work you do, who you impact, how you've impacted those people, whether it's spanning several years of your career like me, or just right now. Really think about that, and who you are, your values, what you represent, and the impact that you want to make, the legacy that you want to leave. You know, if you retire today or tomorrow, or if you decided to, you know, take that leap of faith to do whatever it is that you want to do. Like really think about that, because your job isn't you, right? But you put yourself, a lot of people, especially like me, you put yourself into it. And it shapes you and molds you into who you are, and you can reflect. When you reflect on your past, when you reflect on what you have accomplished, you can have that moment to say, yeah, I did that. Like, I did do that, didn't I? I did do that. I know I've talked about this before in the vlog, but in my day-to-day, it's hard for me to stop and think about that, because there's so much going on. What helped me calm down, actually, to really be able to focus and take that time to reflect, was breathing techniques that I learned from Pilates. I learned breathing techniques from Pilates. There's one move that we start to do, is a bridge. I hate bridging. If you see me in a previous vlog, I talked about bridging. I don't like bridging in Pilates, okay? I gotta get my legs together. I need a leg day so I can get it together. Anyway, but before you start bridging, you do a pelvic tilt. And a pelvic tilt is just, you breathe in, and your back is kind of arched a bit, and then you breathe out, and you become straight. You straighten your posture. Breathe in, Could y'all breathe with me? Sorry. But the calm that I felt in that moment and in this moment from doing those pelvic tilts really relaxed me and gave me the brain power to think about who I am and everything that I've accomplished, and to be proud of everything that I've accomplished despite all of the adversity, issues, blood, sweat, and tears literally that I endure like on a daily. I'm proud of that work. I'm proud of all of that work. I think that all of that work was not in vain, of course. It's for something else. And I can't wait to see what God has in store for me for that something else. But I definitely took that moment today to reflect on everything. The work that I've done, the impact that I've made, and the accolades that I've received for all my hard work, for all of it. Sometimes you need that. You to check in on you and that self-reflection. That confidence. Yeah, I did that. Yeah. Good afternoon. It is Thursday. I keep wanting to say Thursday. It's not Thursday, y'all. I'm sorry. It's Wednesday. So, I've come to the realization that I had to listen to my body. It appears that we are taking off Tuesdays for right now. It appears that there's a lot. So, if you saw last week's vlog, I said my body's like, no. Like something's got to give. And it seems like Tuesday seems to be the day where this occurs. It's a pattern. So, I guess I got to say for the foreseeable future until circumstances, I don't know what's going on there, until some circumstances change. Seems like Tuesdays I just need that day. So I have accepted it, and it is what it is. Okay, so but now it is Wednesday. I am outside of Pilates. Got my bonnet on because we are not getting all tangled up in the reformer. The reformer has like little springs that provide tension as you're pushing in and out. We are not getting stuck in our braids stuck in the reformer. No, we're not. So we're going to use this bonnet, okay, to keep us safe at the reformer. Okay, our hair safe at the reformer. All right. So today, what is going on here? Oh, my car. So today was a pretty okay day. I had a great day. It was a lot of normal work things. But I had a realization today about my future and some things that I really want in my future. This has nothing to do with anything. These are just generic goals. I don't want to say generic because they mean something to me, but these are just goals. I think, like, I've seen lots of posts that talk about life in general and stages of life and where certain people are at certain times in their life, building and growing and maturing. So I think it's fine to mention some of the goals that I have, like sharing what I've learned so far about myself throughout my journey in my career. So the one thing that I know about myself is although I function well while distracted, I guess it's a trauma response maybe or whatever, not necessarily from work or anything like that, I no longer want to do that. I want to slow down and really experience things and really have moments in time where I can sit and process and strategize what I need to do next. Okay, not saying that I can't perform under pressure. I certainly can, but I'm ready to just relax. I feel like I've done all of that. I'm ready to relax, okay? I also want predictability. If you saw some of my vlogs in the past, I've talked about predictability and how important that is to me. Being able to know generally what's coming next. I'm not adverse to unpredictability. My concern is what I can control and what I can't control. And there's so many variables right now that I guess I can't control that has me functioning in a state of consistent unpredictability. Survival mode. You know, that's draining me. I no longer want that. I want to be able to go and do whatever it is I need to do without there being caveats to doing some of those things. So maybe like, this is what I'm working on, but you got to stop working on this because you got to do this. Or that's a very simple example of that. That's a very simple example of that. But that's what I want to be able to focus on, what I want to focus on. And then there's other things on this list. With teamwork, I guess, and collaboration, things like that. I want to be there. And sometimes I think like when you grow and when you change, like when you're doing something, you're in it, you're learning it. And when you're a young person, like when you're in your 20s, when you're in your early 20s, you are still learning who you are, okay? You're an adult, yes, but you are definitely still learning who you are. Because if hindsight is 2020, right? So if I knew what I know now, I feel like I'd make different choices or more informed choices. And that's what everyone says, right? When they're at a certain age and they get to their peak or whatever it is, like, oh, okay, now I fully understand the scope of me. And sometimes you're functioning in a space where it's like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, it is what it is. This is what I'm supposed to do. I know you guys have heard me say this all the time. I'm letting you know, and I'm recording my journey as I discover these things about myself and discover this stuff. You don't have to function in an it is what it is mentality or it is what it is space. You make those choices based on who you are. If you want to grin and bear it, grin and bear it. If you don't want to grin and bear it, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you failed at whatever it is you were doing. It doesn't mean that you suck. It doesn't mean that you're not smart, because I don't know if that other word is a YouTube word, but it doesn't mean that. It just means that this space, maybe this space is where you were supposed to be then, but maybe it's just not. Maybe you want something else. Maybe you just want something else. That's okay. You can want something else. You can do that, you know. So just keep that in mind. You know, you grow, you learn, you grow, you change. And you reach points in your life where you say, this is what I need at this point in my life. And then there's probably going to be a time when I'm older where I reflect on this and then I say, yeah, that's where I wanted to be when I was in my 30s. But now that I'm in my 40s or now that I'm in my 50s, this is where I want to be. That's what life is about. Like, finding your place. And your place doesn't have to be permanent. People move all the time. People get new apartments all the time and move to cities with nothing, you know, to get a fresh start. Like, you can 100% do that. You know what I mean? And I'm realizing that. And I'm thinking about a lot more right now about where I am, the space I'm in, and where I want to be, who I am to my family and my friends and my community. Like, I'm really thinking about that a lot more these days, especially since, you know, vlogging. And so, and I haven't been a therapist. I need to go back to my therapist just to say, hey, I'm all right still. But even that little bit of therapy that I had helped me like start really focusing on what I need to feel fulfilled, what I need to feel successful. what I need to feel accomplished. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I have to do any specific thing. It's whatever it feels like to me, whatever it looks like to me, whatever it looks like to you. Okay, so that's what I've been thinking about today and reflecting on today, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I consistently I'm thinking about it even more so than I was. Like, it's just like top of mind, like every second almost. Like, this is what I want. How do I secure what I want? No more excuses, no more any of that stuff. Like, how do I secure what I want? So I'm actually going to start with some research. Okay. I'm going to start with some research on a specific topic. Okay. And I'm going to go from there. What the beep is that? It's on the outside of the window. It's a beetle. Anyway, I'm going to start from there. So, yeah. Y'all, it's much later, but tell me why I forgot my camera at Pilates. Like, I switched to 8-pound weights. Is that the reason? Because of the weight difference? Now, I felt good with these 8-pound weights, but oh my goodness. And I can't record that much on my phone because y'all know I ain't got that much space. Please pray for me that this camera is at Pilates. My class was the last class. The next class is at 6 a.m. So I'm going to get my A-double scribble up. I'm going to ride down to Club Pilates. And I'm going to secure the camera, okay? And then I believe I should be okay. But I'm just upset that I forgot my camera. And then I'm going to talk to you guys in the morning from camera, okay? Rocky already told me that if it ain't there, he going to buy me a new one. But I actually don't want him to buy me a new one. I want my camera. Our baby, okay? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow and give you an update on this. I don't know what the beep. I told y'all when I start forgetting things, it's a problem. Good morning. It's Thursday. I have my camera back. It was right where I left it last night. I literally just got out the bed because the first class at Club Pilates at 6 a.m. Now, y'all know I don't like getting up, okay? But I also told you I will get up for me. It appears I will get up for me. Let me prove to y'all what time it is, because this is crazy. Look at that. I'm not playing, like, we're doing this. And Rocky said, if your camera ain't there, I'm just buying a new one. It don't matter. Oh my God. But you know, this is camera. Like, we gonna use this camera till the wheels fall off, okay? I'm about to hurry up home. Oh, I don't need to do that. I'm about to hurry up home because I'm gonna get some more rest. I'm gonna go right back to sleep, because I don't have to be up until about 8:30ish or so. Because I got to take my grandmother to her next doctor's appointment. I'm aware I have to update you on her status. After this next doctor's appointment, I will do, okay? Be right back after my mini nap. I won't be like this in my pajamas. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Good evening. I think I've already said it's Thursday. I think so. In the car, Elijah is in his swimming class. I was going to take some time to go and get some Mother's Day cards for a couple people that are mothers, and I just wanted to be able to give those out. I wonder if they have like a pack of Mother's Day cards like they do Christmas cards. That would be so wonderful if that was something that existed, but I don't know. I should look on Amazon to see, but if not, then I'm not going to get these cards right now. I'm just going to sit here in silence. This is one of those, if you followed me on, well, I think I posted on YouTube too, where I talked about silence. This is one of those days that I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, so I normally have my hair flipped to the side anyway, if you notice, and there's definitely a permanent part in my hair because this is like happening spontaneously. Like, I didn't flip my hair over here, like it just did it anyway. So okay, I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with my grandmother. So on Tuesday we did go to the neurological appointment. There is no information about what is going on yet. She's about to get a whole bunch of tests done so we can figure out what's going on with that. But I will report. Okay, so one of the reasons why I started making sure that she takes her medicine is that she forgets, and it's blood pressure medicine. So apparently, as we kept going to the doctor, yes, she's having cognitive issues, but apparently the cognitive issues can be exaggerated, or I don't know what the word is right now. My brain is fried, okay? Whatever the word is, exaggerated, a medical term for that, okay? Whatever that is, if she doesn't take her medicine. So y'all know that I gets it in, like when it's time for me to do what I need to do, like I gets it in. And so I have been going and making sure that she's taking her medicine, and I would love to report that because I've been doing that, her blood pressure is normal. Okay, normal. Please give me los flores. I can't remember the Spanish. Please give me my flowers for that. I requested flowers for, not literal flowers, of course. I was like, and when they did it, I told them, I said, I make sure she takes her medicine every single day. And she said, yeah, she makes sure I take my medicine. She's there every day. I told her she doesn't have to do it. And then I said to her, just like I say every time, I will be there again to make sure you take your medicine. And I said, can you please let her know? Let's talk to the doctor. And the doctor says she needs to do this because with her doing this, it's looking really great, you know. So I'm really happy about that she's doing better physically. She still has her memory issues, but she's remembering more. Like, it's really interesting. Like, it's like she's in a loop of memory, because the memories that she continuously talks about are like the same things over and over and over again, almost as if she doesn't remember that she told you this yesterday. And so I listen. I don't say, you told me this the other day, Grandma. I just listen to her and I just listen to her. Whatever it is that she needs to say and get off her chest, or whatever it is, I just listen to her, make sure she takes her medicine, and then, you know, I go on, you know, home to my family, okay? So that has been this has been a crazy 2 months, because it's been 2 months since I've had to add this into my routine. And when I left my camera at Pilates yesterday, I was talking to ChatGPT. Okay, listen, please leave me alone with this ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just being honest. I was talking to ChatGPT, and I said, why would I forget my camera? Like, I'm so upset with myself for forgetting this camera. And it talked about the changing of routines. So, during Pilates classes, there were three changes of routines. The first change was that I used 8-pound weights instead of 5-pound weights. I graduated myself from using 5-pound weights to 8-pound weights during the warm-up. And I felt great. I didn't feel stressed. I didn't feel like, oh my God, like this is too much. It felt great. Okay, but that's an increase in weight. So ChatGPT says my body was doing a little bit more than it's normally doing. So that's one reason. The other reason is the change in the routine. So my instructor there's one piece of the routine that she never gets rid of. You guys don't see it because my behind is all the way up in the air, so I'm not going to put that in the vlog. I don't think that needs to be there, okay? But it's called a standing pike. And if you see the chair, there's actually a chair around, and you can stand on the pedal of the chair, and you're elevating yourself, but you're holding yourself up with your hands, okay? So that's the same exercise. We do that all the time, but we did other things that we normally don't do, and in longer variations or whatever that we normally don't do, okay? And so I'm like, oh, this is new. Like, I'm sweating. Like, what's going on? Okay, boom, there's that. But then here's the third change that I just realized. The reformer that I was using is not the same reformer that I always use. Let me tell you something. It's the same people that's coming to this class all the time, okay? Y'all should know that I'm showing up, okay? So for the girl, I have no hard feelings for this person. I'm just talking. For the girl who got on that last reformer that I always get on, knowing that I was showing up, and y'all saw me, you know I be there, for real. So I'm in a reformer in the middle of the room, so I'm trying to strategically film where I'm not really filming anybody. I'm just filming me. And I think I did pretty good with that. But I mean, come on, how you going to take y'all know I use that same reformer every single time I'm here. Like, for real? Anyway. So those were the 3 changes of routine. And then I went to put the weights away. And then I put my camera down in the same spot that I put my camera down every single time I put the weights away. I just ain't pick it up. I don't know. I just ain't pick it up. Thank goodness we have it though, because wonderful. I need my camera so we can continue talking. But anyway, I am going to go and see The Devil Wears Prada 2 with Callie tomorrow. We're going to Movie Tavern, and so I'm really excited about that because we can get something to eat or whatever. When you're at Movie Tavern, they got the little fancy smancy seats or whatever. We're doing the things, all the things. We're going to sit in the fancy smancy seats, whatever. I just don't know if we're dressing up. I need to check in with her about the dressing up piece, because if we're dressing up, I definitely need to come home from work tomorrow and like change my clothes or whatever it is. So I need to figure out if we're going to go and dress up. We're going late tomorrow because you know, it's a lot going on. So Rocky still has his activity, not Elijah, Isaiah has his activity, and the timing of it all, I'm like, okay, well, we can do this, but it's going to be late. It's going to be late, sir. Okay, so that's what we are going to be doing, and I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I just wanted, like I said, to update you guys on what is going on with grandma. She is fine. We are working this out. I'm doing a lot, and I have been leaning on support. Here's the thing, they gotta show up. They gotta show up. I have this unshakable thing where I know I can do these things. And when I want to trust people to do it, if they don't do it the way that I do it, or they don't show up like how I know I can show up, like, I just be like, no, never mind. And it's like a no, never mind forever. No, never mind forever. And I'm trying to give more chances. But sometimes it feels like the giving of the chances is adding to the emotional weight that I be dealing with all the time. So I gotta work on that. I gotta work on better discernment of that energy, so I don't have to feel like that. But yes. Good evening. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. It is late. I am just coming out of the theater seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm gonna give y'all my real quick review of the movie. So honestly, I saw the first one, but I saw it years ago. So I remember, but I don't. But you initially can I talk? You initially do not need to really remember the first movie. It's just good to watch as a reference point. But this one, you can kind of catch up to what's going on after a while. I've noticed with a lot of movies, and I don't know if it's because, like how I keep saying, time just seems to be going fast. Everything goes so fast in movies, and people are running in movies. So a lot of this movie was a lot of running around to try to get things done and get things situated, okay? That's number one. Number two, The Devil Wears Prada was all about like Meryl Streep's character, like being really mean and rude and whatever, and she still was mean and rude or whatever, but it just didn't come off as harsh, if I remember, you know, what the first one was or whatever. Just my opinion. Didn't come off as harsh. But it was still a cute movie. I'm pretty sure a lot of the budget was all about the fashion that was in the movie. There was one scene, I know it was in someone's brain, like, it has to be like this. It was one scene where it was like back to back to back cuts of different fashion looks and just walking in fashion. This movie is all about fast-paced fashion and fast-paced commentary. It's really fast. The other movie that I can think of, and a lot of it, like, you gotta really be, it's really fast, it's really quick-witted. Like, you gotta hear it. Like, you might not hear it the first time. The movie, I don't want to say it reminds me of this movie completely. The only reason I'm probably making the parallel to this movie is because Miranda's, I don't know if this is her husband or it might be her husband. Okay, like I said, I don't remember all the stuff. The character, I don't know his name, the actor's name, but there's a movie that I love. It's called Tenet, and he is the villain in Tenet, Sator, okay, in Tenet. And so Tenet actually is a fast-paced movie, and the volume level of people speaking in a movie is really low because it's one of those movies that came out during COVID. And so it reminded me, in a way, even because that actor is in it, in The Devil Wears Prada 2, it reminded me that how low some people were talking at times. It reminded me of that. And so you gotta really listen, because a lot of this high fashion glamour, you know, Mean Girls thing, it's very quick-witted. And if you're not listening, you're going to miss what is being said. And it's probably something you should be laughing at or cackling at, but you don't know because you missed it. So it's kind of like that. Definitely have to pay attention. Lady Gaga is in it, you know, singing or whatever, and there's a scene between Lady Gaga and Miranda, but it didn't oomph, like, oh damn, like, I didn't feel anything from that particular scene. But it was really nice just to see, because Andy was in the grind, hustle and bustle, and then when you first see her, she's not. Like, she's established. And then all of a sudden, everything's taken away from her. And then she's then given this golden opportunity. I'm not going to spoil how, because I'm already spoiling a couple of things, but I'm not going to spoil what happened. She's given this golden opportunity to come back to work at Runway. And it does change her life again. It changes her life again. And she let's really look at this, honestly. She becomes very loyal to a toxic work environment. I empathize with the hustle and bustle. I empathize with trying to be seen. I empathize with trying to make connections and secure connections. I empathize with being in rooms after you've proven your worth yet again, right? Because this is The Devil Wears Prada 2, okay? After you've proven your worth yet again, you know, you are now being placed in rooms and spaces with people, you know, that you would never be in the spaces with if you wasn't at the level that you was at, right? Yeah. That movie is about loyalty to toxic work environments, okay? And it's made to look glamorous because of the glamour and the fashion. This is just what it comes with. And even Miranda talks about it in one point in the movie. Is like, yes, I've sacrificed this, but this is what I did and I love it. This is what I did and I love it. I did sacrifice this, but this is what I did and I love it. I see, not the mean part of it, even though people might think that I'm being mean or whatever, okay, but I see Miranda as well. Her high standards, you know what I mean? Don't come at me if you ain't correct, okay? If they all came with you, they better know exactly what the beat they came to do. Body yada yada. I get it. So I get it. And I feel that way. I 100% feel that way as a leader, right? So I get it. This movie is all about accepting a toxic work environment. If I would have to give the movie a review, I laughed. You know, I did not cry. I laughed. I was like, because the parallels between, of course, what I experienced, my perspective, has been shown in that, or shadowed, or mirrored. That's the word, mirrored, in that. I would give this, I would not watch it again. I've already seen it. Probably the same reaction I had with the first one. I would give the movie about a 6. The fashion is in it, but it's not in it in a way where it is the high focus. The fast-paced running around and grind for the toxic work environment is mostly the high focus, okay? And the pursuit of being seen, the pursuit of feeling relevant to the powers that be, is what is the central themes to me in this movie. And on the one hand, it, like I said, it celebrates fashion, legacy, things like that. On the other hand, you gotta grind. You gotta grind and accept that you won't be seen. Even though you doing blood, you blood, sweat, and tears. You grinding all day while people gallivanting and ha 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 ha, and you still won't be seen. Oh, and one more thing, because you know I always gotta find something. Okay. So because we went to movie tavern, can I talk? We went to movie tavern. I got some chicken tacos. They were regular. Okay, so maybe the kids will eat that. Or maybe I'll just heat it up when I'm hungry tomorrow or something like that. Okay, regular, okay? But they didn't bring us our drinks. But we didn't know that we were supposed to go and pick up the drinks. No one told us. And when you order the food, it doesn't say that. So we're sitting up here like, oh, I'm thirsty, so I didn't eat my food because I'm thirsty. And so we went back out, and then it was like, oh, you were supposed to come pick up your drink. Nobody told us that. Oh, she was supposed to tell you that. Okay, well, 2 hours later. Okay, so then they gave us our money back for our drinks. Callie didn't want her drink, but I got my drink because I'm thirsty. So yeah, I wanted to make sure to mention that. So if you go to movie tavern, that's what's going to happen, and you need to get your drink, okay?